5 seconds. Sir, the role of audiovisual aids also in school education has not been fully appreciated and given a fillip. Though the CIET is there to look after the implementation of these programs and educational technology and helping the CET in the states, not much progress has been made and many schools have not got the TV sets or videos so far. In fact, the government of Andhra Pradesh, as the minister very well knows, has made a lot of progress in introducing audio-visual aids in the schools. For classes 1 and 2, all the lessons have been converted into video cassettes and schools have been given video sets also. The midday meal scheme is being successfully implemented by the Tamil Nadu government. In Andhra Pradesh, we are not able to sustain the scheme for lack of resources and also organizational backup. About this also, the center has to take a view and wherever possible, this should be encouraged so that retention of children in the schools will be higher. Similarly, many states are supplying uniforms and textbooks to school children. For this also, there should be a special provision in the central budget to assist the states. As I mentioned earlier, the three-language formula is not working properly in the Kendriya Vidyalayas. Also in many states, particularly in the Hindi areas, the three-language formula is not functioning. In the interest of national unity and integration, we have been repeatedly stressing that the Hindi states must introduce at least one language from the non-Hindi states as a third language. Many states are doing only with Sanskrit. Except the state of Haryana, one or two other states, they are not introducing the third language. Therefore, that must be done and center must act if they really want national integration to be promoted. When we come to the university and higher education, the UGC's role is now confined only to giving money, grants and some recognition, but it should devote more attention to the improvement of standards and avoidance of duplication, because many universities are starting courses which are duplicating other universities in the same state. They should have better coordination and they should pay more attention to the standards in this respect. Then about university teachers' salaries, the Mehrotra committee's recommendations are being implemented. Then one point which I would like to mention to the minister in this connection is how far the proliferation of journal colleges will help in the promotion of employment opportunities, because more and more educated unemployed are registering themselves in the employment exchanges, and how to prevent this kind of explosive situation, because journal educational colleges are being opened almost every day in many places. There is no restriction on that. The state governments are also not placing proper restrictions on the opening of these colleges. In this regard, a policy should be evolved also. Also, the role of the private sector, private enterprise in running these colleges, particularly in the higher education, should also be defined. There used to be a lot of enthusiasm in the private enterprise to open colleges and run them in the past, but more and more stress is now being given to opening government colleges. That also requires a little review. Then the universities should be spared from the burden of the day-to-day administration. The administrative burden, they should devote more time for research and maintenance of standards, etc. in colleges. Nowadays, they are more burdened with the administrative work. In Andhra Pradesh, we are experimenting with the Commissioner of Higher Education, which of course has landed in trouble due to court orders. But you are going to have a National Council for Higher Education. Therefore, similarly, the Council's task should be to save universities from the day-to-day administrative work. The concept of open universities should also be encouraged. In that respect also, Andhra Pradesh has taken a lead. It was the first state to start an open university. Subsequently, you have started the Indira Gandhi Open University here. So more and more states should be encouraged so that those who cannot attend colleges regularly can take advantage of the education offered by the open universities. Then about rural universities, the proposal is not making headway. In reply to a parliamentary question, the minister said that the plans are still being finalized. I do not know what the snag is and why the progress is so tardy in this respect. Another area where little progress has been made is in regard to delinking of degrees from jobs. The National Policy on Education has suggested that the Department of Personnel should complete a review of the job requirements and recruitment rules to identify those jobs which can be delinked from university degrees. The Department of Personnel has not completed that task so far, and National Testing Service was to be established to advise specific tests in this regard.